Some people spend their lives trying to blend into the crowd, but others are born in a way that makes it impossible to ever be normal. Not everyone feels comfortable being stared at, especially under curious or judgmental eyes. Yet from another perspective, there are those who choose to step out of their comfort zone and turn their differences into what makes them stand out. And sometimes creation itself feels unbelievable because there are people who exist that seem like they belong only in movies or imagination. These people will undoubtedly inspire you and may completely change the way you see human potential. So let's explore 15 individuals you would hardly believe exist. And trust us, they will shock you. If you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more incredible stories. Zhang Ruifeng, an elderly woman from Henan Province, China, drew worldwide attention after living past the age of 100 with a horn-like growth measuring about 2.4 inches on the upper left side of her forehead. The protrusion was made of keratin, giving it a hardness similar to an animal horn, and it became more noticeable over time. Despite her unusual appearance, she remained remarkably calm and refused to let public curiosity disrupt her daily life. She later underwent surgery to have the growth removed, bringing an end to a rare medical case that had fascinated people around the world. Holly Robinson, a resilient javelin thrower, has firmly established her position on the international stage despite being born without her left arm due to a congenital defect. That physical impairment brought chronic muscle strain, heavy pressure on her joints, and culminated in a severe Achilles tendon injury, forcing her to endure painful disruptions both physically and mentally. Beyond the physical toll she faced, skeptical glances and social prejudice, as many people around her only looked with pity or assumed an incomplete body could never reach the pinnacle of professional sports. Determined to break all barriers, she courageously faced adversity, striving to improve every single step of her run-up and optimizing her throwing technique with sheer iron will to aim for the prestigious gold medal in Tokyo. Her success from the Rio 2016 Paralympic silver medal served as a powerful lever to prove that human worth is never measured by what the body lacks. Her extraordinary journey leaves a profound lesson on compassion and dignity, reminding the world that true respect must come from recognizing individual capability and exceptional will rather than pity. Alani Ferreira was born in South Africa and lives with a visual impairment, but she soon found joy in swimming. Underwater, Alani senses space through her breathing rhythm, body movement, and familiar cues from the pool walls. Her early training sessions taught her how to stay on course, judge distance, and adjust her speed appropriately. Rather than letting her vision limit her choices, Alani turned the pool into a place to build confidence, discipline, and perseverance every day. In competition, Alani Ferreira competes in the S13 classification, where swimmers with varying levels of visual impairment compete together. Each race requires her to maintain stable technique, control her breathing, and react quickly when approaching the wall. Her achievements are built on many hours of consistent training, not on sudden breakthroughs. Through each competition, she learns to manage pressure, trust her abilities, and continue refining even the smallest details. What's admirable about Alani is that she didn't let her visual impairment become a limitation in her life story. She wants to be remembered as a dedicated swimmer who persevered in training and self-improvement. Alani's presence in the swimming pool shows that visually impaired people can still compete at a high level with the right support. What quality in Alani do you find most inspiring? Share your thoughts in the comments, and please share the video, and subscribe to the channel to support us in continuing to spread meaningful stories. Ernst van Dijk was born in South Africa with a physical disability and early on became accustomed to using a wheelchair in daily life. Instead of seeing it as a limitation, he found in sports a path to develop strength, independence, and a competitive spirit. His early training sessions required Ernst to learn how to control his chair, maintain balance, and distribute effort over long distances. Over time, every push of the wheels helped him build confidence in his own abilities. Ernst van Dijk pursued wheelchair athletics and hand cycling, two sports that demand endurance and high-level technique. He spent many years refining his posture push rhythm and ability to control speed in demanding races. His success did not come from luck, but from sustained discipline and serious preparation. In every international competition, he represented South Africa with determination, affirming that wheelchair athletes deserve recognition based on performance. What makes Ernst van Dijk a strong role model is his long competitive career across multiple Paralympic Games. He not only conquered challenging distances, but also helped change public perceptions of parasports. For Ernst, the wheelchair is not a symbol of dependence, but a tool that allows him to master speed and shape his future. His story shows that success is built through perseverance, opportunity, and continuously nurtured belief. Ari Kersens, a 28-year-old social activist living in New Zealand, is a visually impaired member of the LGBT community. A rare condition called Knobloch syndrome left him completely blind in his right eye, while his left eye allows him to see only blurred images. Rather than hiding his difference, Ari decorated his mobility cane with reflective rainbow decals and often carries it to nightclubs along K Road. This simple yet courageous choice helps normalize the presence of people with disabilities in social spaces while sharing a powerful message that everyone has the right to be visible, enjoy life, and express their identity with confidence and dignity. Riley Sayer, a 15-year-old girl from Tairua, New Zealand, carries congenital tuberous sclerosis complex, causing benign tumors in her heart, kidneys, lungs, and brain, leading to intellectual disability and left-sided hemiplegia. Devastation struck again when a malignant tumor in her right shoulder forced her to undergo the amputation of her entire right arm and shoulder blade to save her life. This physical loss and jagged surgical scars brought excruciating pain, accompanied by skeptical glances and pity from people who doubted a teenage girl could ever function normally or swim again. Despite the cruel fate, Riley resiliently returned to the pool just weeks after surgery, learning to balance and striving to swim with only her remaining left arm. Her indomitable spirit helped her break the S7 national record at the 2025 New Zealand Age Group Swimming Championships, right after completing chemotherapy, securing a spot at the World Para Swimming Championships while aiming for the Los Angeles 2028 Paralympics and a gold medal at Brisbane 2032. Her relentless perseverance clearly demonstrates that the human spirit can transcend any physical limitations. Riley's extraordinary journey of overcoming adversity leaves a profound lesson about compassion and human dignity in modern society. She proves that an individual's worth is never defined by physical impairments or misfortunes imposed by destiny. Instead of viewing people with disabilities with condescending pity, the community must offer supreme respect for their resilient willpower and intense desire to live. The true beauty of humanity lies in the ability to maintain dignity, ignite hope in the darkest times, and become an endless source of inspiration. John Chris Carl Quirante was diagnosed with hyperdontia, a rare condition that caused hundreds of teeth to develop in his mouth and remain hidden inside his jaw. The condition brought pain, made eating difficult, and interfered with the healthy growth of his permanent teeth. Because the problem could not be treated in one procedure, doctors carefully removed the extra teeth in several stages to protect his jaw and reduce possible complications. Despite his young age, John Chris patiently endured many treatment sessions with the constant encouragement of his family. His journey is not only medically remarkable, but also an inspiring story of courage, hope, and the life-changing power of timely care and loving support. The correct name of the child is Amare Stover, a boy from Alabama, United States, who has neurofibromatosis type 1. This genetic condition causes tumors to grow along nerve tissue, and in Amare's case, they are concentrated in the face and head area. These tumors affect his vision, airway, and facial appearance. Despite undergoing many medical checkups, Amare remains cheerful, enjoys playing, and wishes to be treated like any other child his age. From a young age, Amare became familiar with hospitals' diagnostic scans and complex discussions between his family and doctors. His mother has always tried to find treatment options that could reduce pressure on his eyes and support his breathing while also protecting his emotional well-being. Outside the hospital, Amare sometimes faced teasing because of his appearance. However, his family's love and encouragement from the community have helped him maintain his joy for life. What makes Amare's story memorable is not the size of the tumors, but the bright personality behind them. He enjoys smiling, talking, and expressing his interests like any other child. People who meet Amare often realize that the differences in his face are only a very small part of who he is. His journey calls on society to view children with rare conditions with respect, while also supporting research treatment and long-term opportunities for inclusion for them. Edgar Pacheco Jr., a Texas man born without arms or legs due to the rare tetra amelia syndrome, courageously overcame excruciating physical pain and social isolation to reject the spotlight of an international motivational speaker, choosing instead to become a resilient social activist, fighting directly for the rights of disabled students in the local education system. His determined decision to embark on this challenging journey not only broke down unjust barriers, but also left a profound lesson. Human dignity is never defined by physical absence, but shines brightest when we dedicate our lives to protecting, lifting up, and demanding justice for the vulnerable. Sarwan Singh is a Sikh man living in Canada, known for his exceptionally long beard that he has grown over many decades. For him, not cutting his hair and beard is not merely an aesthetic choice, but one deeply tied to his faith identity and respect for tradition. Each day, Sarwan spends time carefully combing, cleaning, and maintaining his beard. What impresses many people is not only its extraordinary length, but also his steadfast commitment to preserving the values he holds most dear. In 2008, Sarwan was first recognized as the man with the longest living beard in the world. Subsequent measurements showed that his beard continued to grow, reaching over 2.5 meters. To complete the official verification of the record, the beard had to be wetted, straightened, and measured under strict procedures. Sarwan received the attention with a calm attitude, viewing the title as an opportunity to introduce Sikh culture. He does not see his beard as a display item, but as a sacred part of his life. Behind Sarwan's record lies a story of patience, discipline, and unwavering commitment to his beliefs. Caring for his long beard is time-consuming, but he doesn't see it as a burden. Rather, it's a responsibility rooted in his cultural identity and traditions. Sarwan cherishes each strand of beard as an important part of his life. This story demonstrates how differences can have profound meaning when viewed with respect. What impressed you most about Sarwan? Comment below. Like, share the video, and subscribe to our channel to support us. Sidney Gregory was born 6 weeks premature with VACTERL association, a rare congenital disorder affecting multiple organs. Her condition manifested as deformed shoulders, shortened arms, and unique hand structures. This physical reality subjected her to immense suffering, enduring over 50 surgeries since childhood. The intense physical pain was often compounded by the emotional weight of public stigma, staring eyes, and the subtle exclusion she faced from those in her community. Faced with relentless adversity, Sidney chose resilience over defeat. She firmly refused to let her physical limitations define her boundaries or dictate her future. Through sheer determination, she proved her capability and reclaimed her agency in daily life. Her journey serves as a profound testament to human dignity, teaching us that a person's worth is not defined by physical completeness, but by the strength of their spirit and the deep empathy we owe to one another. Samuel Mushai Kimani was born in Kenya and lost his sight after an illness when he was around 9 years old. That change forced him to relearn school familiar spaces and everyday activities. Instead of withdrawing, Samuel gradually learned to perceive his environment through sound footsteps and memory. When he entered athletics, he discovered that the track opened up a new world where willpower, speed, and coordination could take him beyond visible limitations. In competition, Samuel runs with a guide runner, and both must maintain near-perfect synchronization in stride direction and pace. This coordination is built through thousands of hours of training, moments of misalignment, and many instances of starting over. Samuel competes in middle-distance events where endurance, strategy, and composure determine the outcome. Each race not only tests the body, but also demands deep trust between him and his guide on the track. Samuel's story is inspiring because he didn't see his loss of sight as a reason to give up on his future. He embraced change, learned to adapt, and persevered in pursuing high-level sports. Samuel's achievements have helped the public view visually impaired athletes with respect for their talent rather than pity. Raphael Batsio Nkegbe was born in Ghana and contracted polio at the age of 6, which completely changed the way he moved. During his formative years, a wheelchair became the means that allowed Raphael to continue his education work and explore the world. Instead of seeing it as a symbol of limitation, he found in wheelchair racing an opportunity to develop strength, speed, and independence. Those first rotations of the wheels opened up a new journey for Raphael, one filled with challenges, but also hope. Raphael pursued wheelchair racing with a serious mindset, spending hours training upper body strength, refining his technique, and improving his ability to maintain speed. Each training session was a disciplined process of repetition, where even small adjustments in posture could make a significant difference. When competing internationally, he carried the pride of Ghana and the desire to prove that African para-athletes deserve investment recognition and greater opportunities for development. Beyond his athletic achievements, Rafael Bozio Nkegbe is also known for his role in promoting parasports in his home country. He understands that talent cannot flourish without equipment, coaching, and accessible environments. Because of this, his story goes beyond individual races and focuses on paving the way for future generations. His journey shows that athletes can have an impact far beyond the track by turning personal experience into motivation for the wider community. Kelly Knox was born in England without her left forearm, a physical difference that exposed her early in life to curious stares and rigid expectations about appearance. In a world that often celebrates symmetry, she faced more limitations created by society than by her own body. Rather than hiding the way she was born, Kelly chose to present herself with honesty, gradually building confidence and proving that beauty does not need to follow one narrow or conventional standard. Kelly's path into professional modeling was far from easy because the fashion industry had long been shaped by strict ideas about physical perfection. However, she refused to view her difference as a flaw that needed to be corrected. Kelly continued attending auditions, faced rejection, and demonstrated her ability through discipline and professionalism. Her persistence helped her break through invisible barriers and establish a meaningful place in an industry that had rarely provided space for bodies that looked different. With confidence and a distinctive presence, Kelly Knox began appearing on major runways in fashion campaigns and on British television programs. She did more than simply model clothing. She introduced a broader image of professionalism in which personality expression and the ability to communicate a message mattered more than perfect symmetry. Each appearance helped expand society's understanding of beauty and showed audiences that physical difference could become a powerful and compelling form of identity. Beyond her fashion career, Kelly became an active advocate for respect, inclusion, and meaningful representation for people with disabilities. She has shown particular concern for children and teenagers born with similar limb differences, because confidence can be damaged by prejudice at a very young age. Through community work and her personal story, Kelly encourages young people not to reduce their dreams simply because their bodies differ from the majority, while urging society to create more inclusive and equal opportunities. Kelly Knox's journey demonstrates that a person's value is not determined by outward perfection, but by dignity, ability, and the courage to live authentically. She transformed a characteristic once treated as a limitation into a powerful identity that continues to inspire younger generations. Her story reminds us that compassion is not pity, but the willingness to recognize every individual with respect, fairness, and genuine belief in their potential. The life of Paula Sojo, a 19-year-old woman from Canada, changed completely after she was suddenly diagnosed with Crohn's disease in 2020. Severe inflammation in her digestive tract caused her health to decline rapidly, forcing her to spend 8 continuous months receiving treatment in the hospital. At an age when life should have been filled with plans and new beginnings, Paula faced persistent pain, exhaustion, and a total of 14 surgeries that tested both her physical strength and emotional resilience. Agonizing pain forced Paula to undergo surgery on her entire colon and rectum, adapting to a permanent stoma bag for life. This devastating bodily change brought intense fear and skeptical glances, yet she resiliently learned to care for her new body and embraced reality to move forward. Her journey proves human dignity does not rely on physical perfection, but shines through the courage to heal oneself. If this resilient journey touched your heart, please subscribe. Hit like to spread positive energy, and leave a comment below to share your thoughts with us. Hallie Hoffman is a brave 17-year-old girl living with Pfeiffer syndrome, a rare genetic disorder. This condition causes her skull bones to fuse prematurely, directly impacting the natural shape of her head and face. To manage her condition, Hallie has endured 17 painful reconstructive surgeries throughout her life. This severe physical suffering is constantly compounded by the emotional distress of facing judgmental stares, curiosity, and social stigma from strangers on the street. In the face of these immense challenges, Hallie chooses to maintain a resilient and highly positive outlook on life. She refuses to let her physical differences define her self-worth, hoping her personal journey will inspire others to overcome their own struggles. Hallie's story offers a profound lesson on human dignity and compassion. It teaches us to look past physical appearances, urging society to embrace empathy and show unconditional respect for every individual's unique journey. Moffee Gathorne-Hardy is a British model known for her clearly visible strabismus, a feature once considered incompatible with the fashion industry's strict beauty standards. Instead of hiding it or reshaping herself to fit a familiar image, she stepped in front of the camera exactly as she was. Her distinctive gaze gave her face an unusual sense of depth, allowing each photograph to carry an unpredictable quality that felt both delicate and powerful, holding the viewer's attention far longer than conventional perfection often could. When Moffee entered modeling, she did not rely on a polished formula of flawless beauty. She built her identity around the very feature that made her different. Photographers and creative directors quickly recognized that her eye alignment did not weaken her appeal. It became a rare visual signature. In every frame, her gaze introduced an artistic imbalance that gave her face remarkable character and helped her stand out in an industry filled with images carefully shaped to match familiar expectations. Moffee Gathorne-Hardy's journey shows that beauty does not need perfect symmetry to have meaning or impact. A characteristic once treated as a flaw became the element that helped her create a distinct identity and broaden public ideas about appearance. Her story reminds us that confidence does not begin by erasing every difference. It begins when a person understands that the features considered imperfect may be the most honest, memorable, and compelling parts of who they are. Alem Mumuni was born in Ghana and contracted polio at the age of 2, which made walking a challenge from an early stage. At one point, he had to crawl to move before later receiving support through crutches. These experiences did not cause Alem to withdraw. Instead, they gradually shaped his resilience and desire for independence. When he was introduced to adaptive cycling, he realized he could travel farther, faster, and with greater control. From that moment, a new journey began built around sport discipline and belief. Paracycling requires Alem to develop endurance, balance, and handling techniques suited to his body. He trained consistently through intense heat, long distances, and moments of exhaustion that felt almost impossible to push through. Each rotation of the wheels helped him break past former limitations and build greater confidence. When representing Ghana in international competitions, Alem was not only pursuing personal achievements, but also carrying the ambition to demonstrate the potential of athletes with disabilities. Alem Mumuni's story is striking because he transforms a means of mobility into a tool for expanding his life. From a boy who once crawled to move, he became an athlete capable of covering long distances through determination and strength. Alem understands that difficulties do not disappear, but people can learn to face them and move forward. His journey reminds the community that timely support, appropriate equipment, and genuine belief can open significant opportunities for a person. Talili was born in Tunisia with short stature due to a bone development condition, but she soon found her strength in sports. When she took up shot put and discus throw, Raul realized that success does not depend on height, but on technique, strength, and perseverance. Her early training sessions helped her become familiar with the equipment, posture, and movement rhythm. Day by day, she built a solid foundation, turning her physical difference into a natural part of her athletic journey. On the field, Talili stands out for her focus and competitive spirit. She competes in the F41 classification, where each athlete must combine strength with precise technique. Her achievements are the result of many years of training, from adjusting her grip to controlling force at the decisive moment. Each time she steps into the throwing circle, she is not only aiming for medals, but also demonstrating that athletes with short stature can reach the highest levels. Rawa's story is not built on denying difference, but on transforming it into motivation for growth. She appears with confidence, competes with determination, and lets her results speak against existing stereotypes. For many children with short stature, Rawa's presence on the international stage opens a new perspective on the future. Her journey is a reminder that the body does not define the value or limits of dreams. When given opportunity, every person can shine. Ashley Pennycook was born in Jamaica with a craniofacial anomaly, cleft lip and cleft palate, facing immense physical struggles worsened by a severe lack of local medical resources. Her youth was defined by the intense pain of complex reconstructive surgeries and the heavy emotional toll of social stigma and isolation. Refusing to let her circumstances defeat her, Ashley discovered a profound sense of liberation through music, using it as a pillar of strength to overcome adversity. She persevered to become a special education teacher, dedicated to spreading a powerful message of resilience and self-acceptance. Her journey offers a beautiful lesson in human dignity, urging us to practice true compassion and respect the inherent worth of every human being. Anna Parsons is a 21-year-old student from New Zealand who had her left foot amputated following a 25-meter fall while climbing in Yosemite in 2022. This catastrophic accident physically devastated the outdoor enthusiast, subjecting her to intense physical trauma and the patronizing pity of those around her. Instead of giving up, Anna showed incredible resilience, learning to walk with a prosthetic limb to conquer her ultimate goal of returning to rock climbing. Her journey offers a powerful lesson on human dignity, showing us that a person's spirit and worth can never be limited by physical loss, encouraging a deep respect for the strength of human determination. Lizzie Tenney is a 22-year-old living with xeroderma pigmentosum, an extremely rare genetic disorder that makes her skin entirely intolerant to sunlight and ultraviolet radiation. Her life has been a relentless battle, enduring 43 painful surgeries to treat skin cancer from a very young age. Beyond the constant physical pain she has had to cope with, profound isolation, alienating stares, and the social stigma of living a life hidden away in the shadows of the daytime world. Instead of surrendering to her harsh reality, Lizzie chose a path of remarkable resilience to carve out her own way in life. Utilizing advanced technology and specialized protective gear, she maintains an active connection with the outside world and continues to pursue her personal goals. This unwavering determination has enabled her to bypass the physical boundaries of her condition, proving that physiological limitations can never imprison a person's desire for freedom and meaningful contribution. Lizzie Tenney's journey offers a profound lesson on compassion and the preservation of human dignity within our society. Her story serves as a reminder to understand, respect, and support individual differences, rather than judging those who face adversity. A person's true dignity is defined by their strength of will, while the collective compassion of community acts as the warmest light, healing wounds and lifting up resilient spirits through their darkest challenges. Ntando Malangu was born in South Africa with both legs not fully developed and later underwent double amputation surgery. In his early years, his movement depended heavily on support from his family and community. A turning point came when Ntando was introduced to athletic prosthetics, opening up a new sense of freedom. From unsteady first steps, he gradually discovered joy in speed, learning how to fall, get back up, and keep moving forward with renewed hope. On the track and in the long jump pit, Ntando Malangu stands out for his energy focus and constant drive for improvement. He spends many hours adjusting his prosthetics, building upper body strength, and learning how to control each landing. His international achievements are not the result of a miracle story, but of years of serious training. In every competition, he aims for better results, while also affirming that athletes using prosthetics deserve recognition based on ability. What makes Ntando inspiring is the way he brings a youthful spirit into every challenge. He does not see his prosthetic legs as something to hide, but as tools that allow him to run, jump, and pursue his goals. His confident presence in competition helps many children with disabilities see a broader future for themselves. His story shows that opportunity can change a life when paired with proper support, accessibility, and the belief that everyone has the right to dream big. These stories remind us that life is not always fair, but people always have the power to choose how they move forward. Whether facing illness, physical differences, or challenges that last for many years, they still choose to live with positivity, strength, and the desire to inspire others. If you could send them just one message, what would you say? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Hit like if this video meant something to you, and subscribe so you don't miss the next inspiring journeys. Thank you for watching until the very end. Goodbye for now, and we'll see you again in the next inspirational. There are children whose stories have made the medical world stop and ask, can this really happen? From extremely rare conditions to cases that even modern science still cannot fully explain. These are stories that will leave anyone stunned from the very first moments. Some survived against predictions that seemed almost impossible, while others carry medical mysteries that experts continue to debate even today. In this video, you'll discover 12 of the most extraordinary children ever documented stories that sound like fiction, but are completely real. If you love unbelievable true stories, fascinating medical mysteries, and cases that continue to challenge scientific understanding, hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications right now. In your opinion, which case will be the hardest to believe? Let's begin, because this list will change the way you see the human body forever. Behind the harsh physical scars of a severe cleft lip lay a world of painful silence and social isolation that young Sheikh endured alone throughout his childhood. Once shunned by his community, the medical miracle delivered by mercy ships appeared as a beacon of hope, not only repairing his facial deformity, but also shattering invisible walls to restore a radiant smile and unbreakable confidence. Sheikh's journey serves as a powerful testament that human compassion can truly transform the fragments of a broken fate into the dawn of a proud and liberated life. Born with unusually large eyes. 10-year-old Autumn's journey has been a relentless battle with the genetic condition NF1 and tumors that could not be surgically removed. Rather than letting hurtful comparisons and judgment define her, Autumn chose to face the world with a smile, turning her physical differences into a reflection of her free spirit and strong desire to connect with others. Her story is a powerful lesson in self-worth, reminding us that true beauty is not found in perfect symmetry, but in the courage to face the world with a pure heart and remarkable resilience. For an entire decade, young Grace lived in a world that had shrunk to the size of her own isolation, carrying a burden far beyond what words could ever describe. At age 17, instead of embracing the vibrant bloom of youth, she found herself locked in a silent struggle against a massive tumor that threatened to swallow her existence whole. This was more than a medical anomaly. It was a cruel test of fate, where the shadows of loneliness constantly loomed, threatening to extinguish the fragile hopes of a young soul. The definitive turning point arrived when the light of human compassion and modern medicine finally reached her, sparking a dramatic and emotional journey of rebirth. This life-changing surgery didn't just break her physical shackles, it sent a resounding message about the power of the human spirit. No matter how deep the darkness, we can always find a way to stand tall and shine. Grace's story is a living testament that the scars of the past can become crowns of courage, guiding us toward a future defined by freedom and pride. In 2013, Robert Chelsea's life changed dramatically after a serious accident caused extensive burns that placed his life in critical danger. After years of determined treatment and undergoing dozens of complex reconstructive procedures, Robert became the first person in the United States to successfully receive a full face transplant. His recovery journey was not only a battle through immense physical challenges, but also a powerful testament to the strength of human determination in the face of adversity. Despite the profound changes to his appearance, Robert never allowed his spirit to be broken. He remained committed to a positive outlook, using his own story to spread hope and understanding to others facing difficult challenges. Through media appearances and public conversations, Robert has shared the importance of perseverance, resilience, and the strength of family love. His story is not only a reflection of the extraordinary progress of modern medicine, but also a profound lesson about human dignity and courage. Robert Chelsea remains a symbol of resilience, reminding us that no matter how difficult life's challenges may be, courage and hope can open the door to new possibilities. For many years, Dauda lived in isolation while a severe facial tumor dramatically affected his appearance and took away much of his childhood. At times, hope seemed distant as he faced social judgment and immense personal challenges. But in 2024, a life-changing medical breakthrough allowed the successful removal of the tumor, opening the door to an entirely new chapter in his life. Today, Dauda's renewed appearance is not only a testament to modern medicine, but also a powerful symbol of resilience, reminding us that even the hardest chapters can change when hope and determination remain strong. The ordeal began when Karina Rodini was just a 2-year-old child. as the first signs of neurofibromatosis type 1, NF1, officially appeared and altered her destiny. Throughout her dream-filled teenage years, while peers her age ran freely, the tumors on Karina's hips and legs silently erupted, accumulating into masses weighing up to 4 kilograms. This burden not only turned every step for the Brazilian woman into a painful physical struggle, but also directly threatened her basic mobility, transforming daily life into a grueling test of survival. Instead of hiding her physical imperfections, Karina bravely went public with her journey to break the silence and directly confront the discriminatory stares of society. Karina Rodini's resilience is a powerful affirmation that while appearance can be ravaged by disease, the human spirit and self-esteem can never be devoured. Her story not only inspires survival, but also serves as a profound lesson in self-acceptance, reminding us that every scar or tumor can become a symbol of an iron will. Maureen Molo's story is a deeply challenging journey of resilience after a serious life-altering event in her marriage that forced her to adapt to major physical and emotional changes. What inspires so many people is not only what she endured, but the way Maureen chose to keep moving forward instead of allowing the past to define her future. From a time of uncertainty and emotional struggle, she gradually rebuilt her life through determination, adaptation, and remarkable inner strength, becoming a powerful symbol of resilience and the human ability to overcome adversity. Once a promising young model, Tambu McKenzie faced a living nightmare when a rare form of cancer attacked her face, transforming her features into a massive, life-threatening tumor. The grueling, multi-hour surgery was not just a feat of modern medicine, but a testament to the sheer courage of a woman who risked everything to reclaim her identity and physical form. Today, Tambu has not only restored her appearance, but has emerged as a beacon of extraordinary resilience, reminding the world that true beauty and human stature are forever forged in the fire of an unbreakable will to rise from the ashes of fate. At just 10 months old, little Mamunatu from Sierra Leone was facing an extraordinary medical challenge, carrying a massive neck tumor nearly the size of her tiny face, making every breath and every day more difficult than a child should ever have to endure. At a time when hope seemed uncertain, a remarkable medical breakthrough in 2025 opened the door to a life-changing new beginning, allowing the tumor to be successfully removed and giving her the chance to smile freely again. Mamunatu's journey is not only a powerful example of modern medical progress, but also a moving reminder of the incredible strength of the human spirit, inspiring hope in millions who believe in the possibility of brighter tomorrows. Carlos Rodriguez, known to many online by the nickname Haffy, became widely recognized for his extraordinary survival story following a devastating car accident that resulted in severe head trauma and life-altering physical changes. Despite circumstances that many would have considered impossible to overcome, Carlos survived and became a widely discussed example of human resilience and the remarkable adaptability of the body. His story serves as a powerful reminder of survival, perseverance, and the importance of valuing life, showing that even in the face of overwhelming adversity, unexpected second chances can emerge. As a young child, Marie Madeleine developed an unusual condition affecting the muscles in her legs. As she grew older, her knees extended abnormally backward, making walking extremely difficult and causing a severe limp. Despite these physical challenges, Marie Madeleine remained determined to continue her short daily journey to school, where she was committed to learning and building her future. Although her health condition created many obstacles for the 13-year-old, her family did everything they could to surround her with love, support, and acceptance. At the same time, they carried understandable concerns about her future, wondering whether her condition might eventually limit her ability to fully reach her potential. What does Marie Madeleine's story make you think about the power of determination and the desire to learn? Leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to the channel if you believe resilience can create extraordinary futures. Fifalina was born with completely normal legs, but when she began taking her first steps, her mother, Ludwine, noticed something unusual as her daughter frequently stumbled and fell. Over time, Fifalina's legs gradually became severely curved and deformed, making it increasingly difficult for her to stand upright or move around independently. This transformation became an enormous challenge for the family, as her condition directly affected her daily life, mobility, and overall development. Hope arrived when the family learned about a medical team conducting screenings in their area. After a thorough evaluation by doctors from Mercy ships, Fifalina was transferred to the hospital ship Africa Mercy to receive specialized treatment. The successful procedure helped correct the structure of her legs, opening the door to a brighter future, one where she could stand upright, walk with confidence, and pursue dreams that once seemed far out of reach. For many years in Senegal, Oulé lived in deep isolation, facing loneliness and hurtful judgment because of a massive tumor that affected her neck and part of her face. The condition not only caused significant physical challenges, but also deeply impacted her confidence and social life, making public appearances emotionally difficult. In an environment where visible differences were not always met with understanding, Oulé often found herself at the center of unwanted attention, making it harder for her to experience the sense of belonging, acceptance, and connection that everyone deserves. A life-changing turning point came when Oulé underwent a transformative surgery that successfully removed the condition that had affected her for so long. That moment marked more than a medical milestone. It opened the door to a new chapter filled with renewed confidence, freedom, and possibility. No longer defined by fear or self-consciousness, Oulé's journey became a powerful reminder that medicine can do more than address physical challenges. It can also help restore confidence, dignity, and the opportunity for someone to embrace life with hope and strength. Diella, a 9-year-old girl from the Democratic Republic of Congo, is living with a rare condition that affects her skin and muscles, giving her a noticeably different appearance from her siblings. Despite facing significant health challenges and unfair judgment from those around her, she continues to hold on to her innocence and remarkable inner strength. Diella's story has touched the hearts of millions across platforms like YouTube and TikTok, where people from around the world have come together to show support, compassion, and encouragement. The support from the global community has not only helped Diella feel less alone, but has also created hope for timely medical assistance that could improve her quality of life. Her journey is a powerful example of a child's extraordinary resilience in the face of adversity. With perseverance, unconditional love from her family, and encouragement from people around the world, Diella continues to push forward each day, showing her strength, self-worth, and determination to live a full and meaningful life. Layla Noon set a shocking world record in 2025 by performing a continuous hair-hanging act for more than 25 minutes, an extraordinary feat that pushes the limits of scalp endurance and the musculoskeletal system. More than just a technical performance, it is a testament to extraordinary willpower and absolute mastery over the human body in the face of harsh physical laws. By 2026, she has become a symbol of perseverance, inspiring others to break through seemingly impossible barriers and achieve unique glory through her exceptional strength of spirit. Mariam Ndiaye and Ndaye Ndiaye were born sharing a digestive system, liver, and bladder. Yet each possesses her own heart and brain. When they were born in Senegal, doctors made the devastating prediction that they would survive only a few days. But driven by boundless love and determination, their father, Ibrahima Ndiaye, took them across thousands of miles to United Kingdom in search of even the smallest chance of survival. Their existence is not only a medical challenge, but also a deeply moving testament to parental love, where faith triumphed over the darkest scientific predictions. By the age of 10 in 2026, Mariam and Ndaye have achieved a medical miracle that has astonished the world, surpassing all expectations of survival. Though physically joined, they shine with completely different personalities. Mariam, calm and thoughtful, while Ndaye is energetic and playful. This extraordinary bond creates an invisible strength that helps them overcome every challenge together. Growing up surrounded by love, their story is a powerful reminder that every moment of life is a miracle. And as long as we never give up, even the harshest circumstances can give rise to something truly extraordinary. Hari Malala, a 12-year-old girl from Madagascar, saw her life change dramatically when swelling in her throat rapidly developed into a massive growth that began threatening her ability to breathe. The condition not only caused major physical challenges, but also led to painful isolation in the remote coastal region of Mankara. Yet even in that difficult chapter, Hari Malala's journey became a powerful example of resilience and enduring hope. Her story is a reminder that no matter how overwhelming the challenge may seem, the strength of the human spirit can continue to inspire extraordinary new beginnings. In India, Shalini Yadav became widely known for living with a rare skin condition that caused her skin to continuously peel, crack, and become extremely dry, creating severe discomfort and making everyday movement incredibly difficult. To find temporary relief and help manage the intense irritation, she reportedly spent long periods immersed in water to keep her skin hydrated and more comfortable. Her daily life became not only a major physical challenge, but also an emotional journey as she faced social misunderstanding and isolation while continuing to endure with remarkable strength. A life-changing opportunity emerged when Shalini's story reached medical specialists in Spain. Her journey across continents gave her access to advanced treatment approaches focused on improving her skin's protective barrier and managing the underlying condition more effectively. This medical care represented far more than a clinical milestone. It offered a new sense of comfort, independence, and hope after years of living with extreme daily limitations. Shalini's journey became a powerful example of how compassion, medical innovation, and perseverance can come together to create meaningful change in someone's life. Today, instead of hiding in darkness, Shalini Yadav steps confidently into the light with an extraordinary dream, becoming a doctor to help others who suffer like she once did. Her recovery stands as a powerful testament to compassion and medical progress, proving that no pain is permanent when human willpower meets timely support. The story of the snake-skinned girl has now transformed into a symbol of resilience, inspiring millions to believe in the possibility of miracles in life. Hawa once lived with a severe oral tumor that made eating and daily life incredibly difficult, leaving her future feeling uncertain. With the support of mercy ships, she received life-changing surgery that not only restored her health, but opened the door to an entirely new chapter in her life. Inspired by her own journey, Hawa went on to become a nurse, using her personal experience to care for and encourage others facing similar challenges. Her transformation from patient to healthcare professional stands as a powerful symbol of compassion, resilience, and the extraordinary impact of hope and human kindness. How did Hawa's story inspire you? Leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to the channel if you believe compassion and resilience can change an entire life. Meanwhile, Pan Xianhang, known as the Fish Boy in China, is enduring a relentless battle for survival against a severe form of ichthyosis. His skin becomes cracked and hardened like dry bark, and even the smallest movement can cause intense, piercing pain. This condition turns everyday life into a constant test of human endurance. His difference is not only a source of physical suffering, but also a haunting medical mystery, raising questions about the limits of skin regeneration under the impact of some of the world's most severe genetic disorders. Despite the harsh adversity, Pan Xianhang continues to fight tirelessly to take control of his fate through intensive moisturizing therapies and a specialized care routine to soothe the damage across his body. His journey stands as a vivid testament to extraordinary resilience, a profound lesson in perseverance and unextinguished hope in the face of destiny. In 2026, the story of this fish boy continues to inspire deeply, urging us to appreciate the beauty of life and to develop greater compassion for those who struggle every day for the simple right to live normally. Ramesh Darji is a young boy from Nepal whose life has been shaped by a rare skin condition that caused his skin to become unusually thick and severely affected from birth. During his early years, the condition created major challenges with movement, walking, and daily activities, making childhood far more difficult than it should have been. These physical limitations often kept him apart from the simple joys of playing and interacting with other children his age. Yet behind those challenges was the determined spirit of a child who continued to dream of going to school, learning, and being fully included in the world around him. Ramesh's story was widely shared across global media, drawing attention, compassion, and support from generous individuals as well as international medical organizations. Thanks to this collective effort, he was able to access specialized care and treatment that significantly improved his health and mobility. Ramesh Darji's journey is not only a reflection of medical progress, but also a powerful lesson in compassion, perseverance, and the life-changing impact of people coming together to restore hope for children facing extraordinary challenges. Andrea Ivanova created a visual shockwave by possessing the largest lips in the world, challenging conventional beauty standards. With her surreal appearance, she became a global focal point in 2026, serving as proof of an astonishing breakdown of biological limits. This is a unique transformation journey where personal identity is pushed to the extreme in order to assert absolute difference from the crowd. Having spent over $26,000 on dozens of filler injections, Andrea continues to upgrade her personal brand, despite medical warnings about the risks. Her persistence in pursuing a real-life doll aesthetic has sparked wide-ranging debates about the boundaries of cosmetic medicine and human tolerance. She has turned financial investment into a living symbol of endurance and the desire to achieve beauty defined entirely on her own terms. Behind the oversized lips lies an educational lesson about the fragile boundary between personal passion and long-term health safety. While respecting bodily autonomy, her story remains a sober reminder of the importance of self-protection against excessive invasive procedures. It is a message about radiant self-confidence, while also emphasizing that every step taken in altering one's appearance must be accompanied by responsibility and informed understanding. Natasha Crowne has drawn widespread attention for pursuing an extreme body transformation centered around achieving exceptionally large body proportions. Through significant lifestyle changes and cosmetic enhancement procedures, she has intentionally reshaped her appearance in a way that challenges conventional beauty standards and sparks strong public discussion. Her transformation has become more than a conversation about measurements. It has also become part of a broader debate about personal choice, body image, and the possibilities and limits of modern cosmetic technology. Behind the attention-grabbing appearance lies a broader conversation about self-expression, body autonomy, and the right to define one's own image. Natasha has turned public judgment into a way of asserting her individuality. But her journey also raises important discussions about balance, long-term well-being, and informed personal choices. Her story reminds us that while people have the freedom to embrace uniqueness in their own way, understanding potential medical risks and prioritizing overall health should always remain an essential part of any major physical transformation. For a bodybuilder who spent years building strength and discipline, it would be hard to imagine that the greatest challenge would come from a rare illness developing silently from within. For Hern de Jesus Sosa Valentim, life took a dramatic turn when a rare cancer diagnosis forced him to face life-changing medical decisions that would reshape his future. What was once a source of physical pride was suddenly replaced by a survival journey filled with immense challenges, where strength was required in an entirely different way each and every day. The treatment journey was not only a battle against illness, but also brought profound changes to his daily life, appearance, and overall routine. The series of challenges he faced could have left anyone feeling overwhelmed, especially when recovery involved far more than just physical healing. Yet rather than allowing adversity to define the end of his story, Sosa chose to keep moving forward, adapting to a new reality while holding on to hope for rebuilding his life. It is the kind of courage that may not be visible at first glance, but speaks volumes through perseverance. Overcoming cancer does not always mean that every challenge disappears overnight. For Sosa, the next chapter became a journey of rebuilding quality of life, restoring confidence, and reclaiming the parts of life that had been disrupted by an extraordinary ordeal. His story reminds us that resilience is not only about getting through illness, it is also about choosing to keep living, adapting, and moving toward the future even after the most difficult chapter has passed. Sometimes, true renewal begins after survival itself. Nabi Tajima became one of humanity's most remarkable symbols of longevity. Widely recognized as the last verified living person born in the 19th century. Born on August 4, 1900 on Kikaijima Island in Kagoshima Prefecture, Japan. Her life was an extraordinary journey spanning across 2 centuries, witnessing some of the most dramatic transformations in modern world history. Her life was deeply rooted in simplicity, hard work, and an unwavering love for her family. Nobitajima's life journey was deeply shaped by traditional Japanese culture, where she spent much of her life caring for her family and working in her island hometown. Together with her husband, she raised 9 children, and from there, her family tree grew into a remarkable legacy spanning hundreds of grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and later generations. To her family and local community, she was not only a beloved mother and grandmother, but also a symbol of good fortune, peace, and extraordinary patience through life's many ups and downs. In her final years, Nobita received worldwide admiration and media attention after being officially recognized as the oldest living person in the world. Her family often attributed her remarkable longevity to a peaceful lifestyle, a traditional diet based on natural local foods, and a calm, positive state of mind. She passed away in April 2018 at the age of 117, bringing to a close an incredibly meaningful life journey. Nobitajima's story remains a powerful reminder of the beauty of simplicity, gratitude, and the extraordinary strength found in a life lived with harmony and peace. In the fast-paced heart of New York, Christopher Alvarez stands as living proof that medical predictions do not always define a person's entire future. Born with type 2 skeletal dysplasia, an extremely rare genetic condition associated with serious complications, Christopher was once believed unlikely to survive beyond early childhood. But time told a different story. Instead of becoming another statistic in a clinical report, he gradually built a life defined by resilience, adaptation, and a determination that refused to be easily broken. When someone grows up with complex physical limitations, even an ordinary day can become a challenge most people may never fully understand. Yet Christopher refused to let his life revolve solely around those limitations. Reaching the age of 24 became a meaningful milestone, not only for him personally, but for many who followed his extraordinary journey. What stands out is not merely surpassing a prediction, but the way he continues living with strength, proving that human worth cannot be entirely confined by even the harshest diagnoses. Christopher's story is not a promise of miracles, but a genuine lesson in resilience and inner strength. In a world that often rushes to declare what is impossible, his journey reminds us that human beings can sometimes be far stronger than expectations suggest. Christopher's inspiration does not come from perfection, but from the way he continues showing up, continuing to fight, and living with his own dignity. Sometimes, the greatest victory is not changing fate overnight, but continuing forward one day at a time with hope still alive. From the earliest years of his life, Caden Casebolt has faced a rare medical condition that makes his body far more vulnerable than most children his age. The physical challenges involved could overwhelm any family, yet Caden has continued to grow with remarkable courage. Even though his childhood has been far from ordinary, he shows strength in his own unique way, reminding us that bravery is not defined by age or physical size, but by how a person faces adversity day after day. With significant health challenges, simple everyday moments that many people take for granted can sometimes become major obstacles for Caden. Yet instead of focusing only on limitations, his family and loved ones have worked to give him a childhood filled with hope, joy, and encouragement. Caden's story is not only about medical struggles, but also about the power of family support and the extraordinary human ability to adapt in difficult circumstances. Not always the strongest people who create the greatest impact. Sometimes, A small boy with nothing but a smile and an unbreakable spirit can make thousands of people reflect on their own lives. If you could send one message to Caden, what would you say? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Hit like to help spread this inspiring story. And subscribe right now if you want to join us on more journeys that remind us hope is always worth holding on to. Bobby Joe Terrio grew up facing curious stares and social prejudice because of Crouzon syndrome, a rare condition that affects the development of the skull and facial structure. Instead of allowing those hardships to make her fear the future, she chose to build a family and embrace motherhood with both courage and love. That decision came with significant challenges, but Bobby Joe's story shows that a mother's strength is not measured by how easy life is, but by how she faces adversity with resilience, compassion, and unwavering determination. When all 4 of Bobby Joe's children were also born with the same condition and required multiple complex surgeries, the family continued facing each challenge with unity and hope. Their journey is not only a story about serious medical obstacles, but also a powerful example of human adaptability and perseverance in extraordinary circumstances. Their story reminds us that a family's true value is not measured by perfection, but by love, support, and the strength to face life's most difficult chapters together. Matvey Zakharenko entered life with an ordinary beginning, but a serious medical incident just days after birth completely changed his journey. After enduring a long treatment process and many challenges, Matvey became a symbol of resilience and hope. His story reminds us that even in life's most difficult circumstances, love, care, and a strong human spirit can still help create a brighter future. The story of brothers Mohammed Shoaib and Abdul Rashid captured widespread attention when they appeared healthy, energetic, and active during the day, only to experience severe mobility difficulties in the evening. This rare and unusual condition drew the interest of the medical community, as specialists worked to better understand the cause behind their mysterious symptoms. Despite living with unpredictable challenges, their story became a powerful example of hope, resilience, and a family's unwavering determination to search for answers. Not every inspiring story begins with victory or clear answers. Sometimes, they begin with perseverance in the face of the unknown. The journey of these 2 brothers reminds us that even when science is still searching for explanations, people can continue holding on to faith and moving forward. In uncertain circumstances like these, courage, family support, and hope often become the greatest sources of strength that help people endure each day. An 8-year-old child should be worrying about school, toys, and carefree afternoons, not constant protection and supervision. But for Holden Sisak, daily life revolves around safety and specialized care. Living with Lesch-Nyhan syndrome, a rare neurological disorder, brings extraordinary challenges that affect behavioral control. As a result, protective support measures have become an essential part of everyday life, with his family doing everything possible to create the safest environment for him to grow with love and care. For Devin, Holden's father, parenthood has taken on an entirely different meaning. Each day is a test of patience, vigilance, and unconditional love as he constantly works to help protect his son from unintended harm. It is the kind of quiet sacrifice many people never see, yet it reflects the extraordinary strength of a devoted parent. In life's hardest circumstances, that steady dedication can become the greatest source of security a child has. Holden's story is not about limitations. It is about how a family adapts to reality with courage and hope. In the face of challenges most people can barely imagine, they continue moving forward one day at a time, one small step at a time. Their journey reminds us that resilience is not always found in dramatic moments, but in the quiet battles fought behind closed doors where love becomes the most enduring form of strength. After watching this entire list, what may be most astonishing is not just the rare conditions themselves, but how the human body, especially the resilience of children, can go far beyond what we once believed were its limits. Some of these stories still leave scientists searching for answers, but they all raise one powerful question. How many mysteries about the human body do we still not fully understand? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Hit like if this video expanded your perspective, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to explore more strange, unbelievable, and fascinating true stories in the videos ahead. There are real-life stories so strange that, unless you witness them with your own eyes, they are hard to believe. Around the world, there are women born with rare physical characteristics that have made them the center of attention from a very young age. But behind these differences lies not only curiosity, but also extraordinary journeys of courage, confidence, and a powerful desire to prove that beauty is never... Today, we will explore inspiring stories about 20 of the most extraordinary women in the world and the surprising truths behind their lives. Before we begin, are you impressed by stories like these? Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss more incredible journeys, real-life people, and stories that will make you see life from a completely different perspective. Let's get started. Alana Clark, a 51-year-old woman from Bristol, is a powerful example of resilience in the face of adversity. Born with cerebral palsy and a physically fragile condition, her life seemed to take a devastating turn when she suffered a severe stroke at the age of 36, which affected her ability to speak and left her using a wheelchair. Through extraordinary determination, Alana made a remarkable recovery, eventually regaining the ability to communicate and walk again with the support of a cane. Rising above major physical limitations and the heartbreaking loss of her teenage son, she chose to turn grief into purpose. Alana poured her time, energy, and determination into relentless training as a tribute to her son's memory, ultimately becoming an inspiring bodybuilder and earning widespread admiration in the fitness world. Alana hopes her journey will encourage others living with disabilities to believe in their own potential. As she puts it, "If I can do it, they can do it too." Erin Clark is a remarkably resilient, adaptive pole dancer who is creating a powerful wave of inspiration in the world of artistic sports as a champion for adaptive athletes. At 36, Erin's journey carries an incredibly positive message about determination, resilience, and refusing to be limited by adversity or physical barriers. After beginning pole dancing in April of this year, she quickly demonstrated impressive talent and extraordinary dedication, earning a prestigious The remarkable results of her tireless training are now carrying her confidently toward an even greater goal, competing at the upcoming World Championships in the Netherlands. However, Erin's journey to reach this level has been far from easy, marked by countless challenges and obstacles along the way. As a wheelchair user, she has dedicated much of her life to being a determined advocate, standing against discrimination and challenging the harsh stereotypes often placed on people with disabilities. Vasilina Knudsen was born in Russia and entered the world with a congenital condition that left her without arms. However, life smiled on her when an American couple, Chris and Elmira Knudsen, welcomed her with open arms and adopted her into their loving family. Growing up in a home filled with love, understanding, and encouragement gave her the foundation to face life with confidence. Despite significant physical challenges, Vasilina never showed signs of surrender. Instead, she revealed an extraordinary ability to adapt from an early age. While still a young child, she began learning how to use her feet in place of hands for everyday tasks, demonstrating remarkable determination and resilience. Imagine living in a world where you always stand taller than everyone around you, and every step draws countless curious glances. That was the reality Ali Stowes, a woman standing over 2 meters tall, experienced from childhood. Instead of allowing that difference to overwhelm her, she transformed it into an extraordinary gift, creating a deeply inspiring journey of self-pride and self-love. Her rapid physical growth brought countless challenges during her formative years, from struggling to find clothes that fit to dealing with unkind teasing and unwanted attention. Vasilina Knudsen's life story stands as a vivid testament to the strength of the human spirit and the extraordinary power of family love to overcome even the greatest obstacles. Despite an imperfect beginning, her optimism, determination to be independent, and radiant smile have become a beacon of hope, transforming her into a powerful symbol of resilience and a heartfelt inspiration for communities everywhere to embrace life with courage and gratitude. In your opinion, what helps people stay strong through adversity the most? Leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to the channel if Vasilina's story inspired you. Beyond her notable success on the fashion runway, Ali Stowes has also nurtured a deep passion for visual art, where she found a space to express her most personal thoughts and emotions. After earning a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree from a prestigious design school in Massachusetts, Ali spent years passionately creating a collection of paintings marked by her strong personal artistic identity. For Ali, art is more than creativity. It is a powerful form of healing, connection, and a way to help others see beauty through a more compassionate and human perspective. From a young woman who once lived quietly and cautiously under society's gaze, Ali gradually transformed into a strong, confident, and deeply inspiring woman. Her journey is a powerful reminder that happiness does not come from trying to blend in with the crowd, but from learning to accept, love, and embrace the qualities that make you truly unique. Ali's story continues to inspire people around the world, encouraging them to rise above judgment, celebrate their individuality, and pursue their passions with confidence, regardless of the limitations society may try to impose. Zeenat B, an elderly woman from Bhopal, India, has amazed many by claiming to be the world's oldest living little person at the age of 113, standing just 90 centimeters tall. While official government records reportedly list her age as 101, that number would still place her beyond the current world record held by Lowell DeForest Mason. Despite the health challenges that come with advanced age, along with the loneliness of losing her loved ones over the years, she continues to maintain a remarkably positive outlook on life. Despite relying on a modest pension and the kindness of a compassionate family who supported her for many decades, this resilient woman continues to hold meaningful dreams for the future. She hopes to one day meet film star Salman Khan and fulfill her wish of making a sacred pilgrimage to Mecca. Her journey of more than a century is far more than a story of longevity. It is a powerful reminder that age or physical limitations should never stand in the way of the dreams we carry in our hearts. Zeenat B remains a shining symbol of resilience, inspiring generations to cherish every moment life has to offer. In a world often filled with rigid expectations and conventional standards, Asta Young chose to break every mold and define her life through creativity, confidence, and pride. Standing under 1.4 meters tall due to a naturally occurring skeletal growth condition present since birth, this young woman has never viewed her petite stature as a limitation. Instead, Asta's journey has been one of relentless determination. After graduating with a degree in art, she quickly established her talent through her distinctive paintings, and especially through the world of cosplay artistry. On major event stages, Asta consistently captivates audiences with her meticulous craftsmanship, confident stage presence, and remarkable ability to bring fictional characters to life with authenticity and creativity. A major turning point in her life came when she and her family appeared on well-known reality television programs, introducing her image as a bold and Asta Young's career has continued to soar as she expands her personal brand through a creative blend of visual art, digital content, and an inspiring lifestyle. More than just a content creator, Asta has built a massive community of millions of followers drawn to her positive energy, optimistic mindset, and empowering messages about confidence, self-worth, and overcoming adversity. Beyond her remarkable professional achievements, Asta Young's happy, peaceful, and loving married life also stands as a beautiful testament to the power of genuine love. Her story shows that true human connection is not defined by appearance or society's rigid expectations, but is built on empathy, respect, and unconditional love. Through her deeply inspiring journey, Asta has not only demonstrated remarkable independence and admirable strength, but has also become a respected voice for those who have ever felt different or limited by their circumstances. She continues to encourage younger generations to value their inner worth, embrace self-love, rise above social judgment, and boldly pursue their biggest dreams with courage and confidence. Do you agree that a person's true value comes from empathy and love rather than appearance or social standards? If so, don't forget to hit like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel to help share inspiring stories like Asta's with more people. The wheelchair is not merely a mobility aid. For Carnisha Patton, it carries an incredibly complex meaning, one she herself has described as both her closest friend and her worst enemy. The 28-year-old woman from Birmingham, Alabama, has relied on it since she was just 3 years old due to spina bifida, a congenital condition in which the spine and spinal cord do not develop fully and properly. This medical condition left Carnisha completely. However, she has never allowed those physical limitations to define the boundaries of her life or stop her from doing anything she truly wants. Instead of sinking into sadness or feeling ashamed of her circumstances, this young woman has bravely chosen an incredibly active, busy, and passionate way of life that inspires admiration in anyone who learns about her. Each day for Carnicia is a constant flow of study and work, woven together without pause. She has poured tremendous effort into pursuing a demanding Master of Business Administration program, while also working diligently at a nail salon to maintain her independence and stability in everyday life. But her journey does not stop at academic and professional growth. She is equally committed to her physical well-being, pushing herself through intense workout sessions at the gym to build strength and improve her overall health. Refusing to remain within the boundaries of her comfort zone, Carnicia has taken another remarkable leap by stepping onto fashion runways and embracing a new role as a model at various events. With her powerful presence and unwavering refusal to accept limitations, Carnicia is helping reshape public perceptions of traditional beauty standards while inspiring those who have ever felt they did not fit society's expectations. Her journey is a powerful reminder that determination, confidence, and inner strength can break through even the harshest barriers of prejudice, opening doors that once seemed completely out of reach. What lesson does Carnicia's story inspire in you? Leave your thoughts in the comments. The fast-paced world of wheelchair track racing has always been a stage for extraordinary achievements, and Jessica Rogers stands as one of its brightest symbols of resilience and determination. Born in Brazil and spending the first 14 months of her life in a residential care facility, her story took a hopeful turn when she was brought to the United States for medical care and was later officially adopted by Phyllis Rogers. From birth, Jessica faced an extremely rare congenital condition known as because a significant portion of her spine did not fully develop, many parts of her body, especially her legs below the affected area, were unable to develop typically, resulting in her very small stature. Rather than stepping back in the face of adversity, this determined young woman from Springfield, Virginia, found purpose and a deep passion in adaptive sports. Through unwavering determination and countless hours of dedicated training, Jessica Rogers had already made a remarkable impact by the age of 18, establishing herself as an outstanding talent in wheelchair racing. Crystal is a powerful example of resilience in the face of adversity. Born with cerebral palsy and a physically fragile condition, her life seemed to take a devastating turn when she suffered. Her powerful motivation and burning desire to achieve greatness drove her toward an ambitious goal, earning an official place on Team USA to compete at the Rio 2016 Paralympic Games. Jessica's extraordinary journey carries a deeply inspiring message about determination and the human spirit, proving that physical limitations should never be seen as barriers capable of extinguishing dreams, passion, or the pursuit of excellence. Limitations and the heartbreaking loss of her teenage son. An extraordinary story of love and resilience is making waves in the global fitness community, proving that no obstacle is powerful enough to stand in the way of big dreams. This is the inspiring journey of Wade McCrae Washington and BJ Glaze, a 47-year-old married couple currently living in Houston, Texas. Both were diagnosed at birth with severe cerebral palsy and have also lived with congenital scoliosis. These complex medical conditions have made many aspects of their daily lives incredibly challenging. However, ever since they met at a university in Houston more than 20 years ago and chose to build a life together, giving up has never been part of their vocabulary. Their powerful determination has been further strengthened through the support of professional coach Tina Chandler and motivational mentor Carl Ducina. From his very first training session under Tina's guidance, Wade pushed beyond his limits and went on to achieve remarkable success, becoming a world champion in the adaptive bodybuilding category. Toward an even greater goal, competing at the upcoming World Championships in the Netherlands. However, this extraordinary achievement is not just a personal triumph, but also a powerful platform for the couple to spread positivity and purpose. Today, Wade and BJ actively support Tina and Carl in their meaningful campaign, Normal to be Fit. Through this movement, they hope to share a deeply inspiring message, encouraging everyone, especially those living with physical challenges, to embrace fitness, build confidence, and take charge of their own lives. However, life smiled on her when an American couple, Chris and Elmira, traditional standards of body proportions seem to fade in the presence of Holly Burt, a young woman who has proudly turned her unique physical traits into a source of confidence and pride. Born and raised in Florida, USA, Holly stands at an impressive 1.98 meters tall, with her legs measuring an extraordinary 1.25 meters in length. Her remarkable height once earned her recognition as the woman with the longest legs in the United States. However, her journey growing up was not always an easy one. Building a collection valued at $80,000 is no small feat, requiring strategic planning and a keen eye for detail. Each piece in his four-room exhibit serves as an educational lesson on the evolution of design and fashion over nearly 2 decades. Stanley's dedication teaches us about the discipline needed to curate a high-value archive while maintaining a balanced lifestyle. His home is a living museum, showcasing how consistency and research can turn a simple interest into a world-class display of artistry and economic value. She quickly began receiving numerous collaboration opportunities, making striking appearances in artistic photo shoots and on fashion runways. Alongside her modeling career, she has continued to pursue her passion for design and enjoys an active, fulfilling life. Holly Burt's journey carries a meaningful message about self-confidence and self-worth, encouraging people to embrace their unique qualities and shine in their own distinctive way. What lesson does Holly Burt's journey teach you about self-love and confidence? Leave your thoughts in the comments, hit like, and subscribe to the channel for more uplifting and inspiring. Taking over the streets of Los Angeles with extraordinary energy and a fearless, adventurous spirit, Lutzy Castillo has shown the world that being in a wheelchair has never been a barrier for a heart that longs for freedom. By the age of 12, she had already faced immense challenges after being born with a congenital spinal cord condition that prevented parts of her vertebrae from developing properly. This medical condition forced Lutzy to undergo. Yet instead of allowing physical limitations to define her childhood, Lutzy chose to take control of her life with her strong hands and an unbreakable spirit. Driven by incredible determination and a burning passion for movement, she confidently appears on basketball courts, conquers steep ramps at skate parks, and even rides the waves of the ocean while surfing. This inspiring teenage girl's journey is a brilliant reminder that courage and a fierce desire to live life to the fullest can shatter every boundary, creating a life filled with unforgettable adventures and extraordinary pride. A tragic incident in June 2017 completely changed Gabrielle Meyer's life when the very kind of animal she had loved and cared for throughout her life caused a devastating injury to her appearance. While attending a friend's gathering and petting a pit bull, the dog unexpectedly attacked, causing significant trauma to her nose and lip area. After undergoing 7 difficult reconstructive surgeries, and after attempts to restore her original facial structure did not. A turning point in Gabby's journey of healing began when she started attending therapy and using social media as a healthy outlet to express her emotions. This space quickly transformed her into a major source of inspiration, bringing her countless messages of empathy from other survivors, as well as heartfelt marriage proposals from admirers who respected her strength. Although she still sometimes struggles with personal emotions when faced with lingering stares in public, Gabby Myers is learning each day to love herself from the inside out, powerfully affirming that the true value of a person's spirit. Leo Jonah is a British model and inspirational advocate known for turning his uniqueness into a strength and making his mark in the international fashion industry. Born with albinism, a rare genetic condition that reduces melanin in the skin, hair, and eyes, Leo faced a challenging childhood marked by curious stares and the vision difficulties commonly associated with the condition. Instead of retreating into insecurity, however, he chose a path of confidence. Leo's major breakthrough came when his extraordinary look caught the attention of fashion industry professionals. Starting with smaller opportunities, he steadily proved his talent and professionalism, eventually appearing in major advertising campaigns, walking prestigious runways, and collaborating on creative projects with well-known artists. His rise in the fashion world became more than personal success. It became part of a broader mission to challenge and redefine traditional beauty standards. Karmit Bachar, the well-known member of the Pussycat Dolls, carries an extraordinary story of resilience, having been born with a cleft lip and cleft palate. From an early age, she underwent numerous surgeries and spent countless hours in speech therapy to develop her voice. Growing up in an environment that often placed strong emphasis on physical perfection, Karmit faced deep insecurity and the feeling of being seen as different. Yet those very challenges helped shape her remarkable inner strength, giving her the determination to pursue even her brightest dreams. Instead of surrendering to the harsh challenges life placed before him, Italo Romano chose a skateboard as his second set of legs and went on to carve out a proud legacy in the world of extreme sports. Born in Brazil, his life took a dramatically different turn after a serious railway accident in childhood, which resulted in the loss of both of his legs above the knees. For most children, such a life-changing event might have seemed like the end of every athletic dream. But for Italo, it became the starting point of an extraordinary journey beyond imagination. Demonstrated remarkable independence and admirable strength, as he grew older, he discovered a deep passion for skateboarding and chose to pursue this path through a truly unique training approach. Without using prosthetic legs or any specialized assistive equipment, Italo controls his skateboard entirely with his skilled hands, remarkable core strength, and extraordinary balance. Countless days of falling and getting back up at the skate park eventually paid off, earning him a place among professional skateboarders. Or social standards? If so, don't forget to hit like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel to help share inspiring stories like Asta's with more people. Hervé Villachez was born in Paris with pituitary dwarfism, a rare condition that caused his body to stop growing in height early on due to a deficiency in growth hormone. Despite his small stature, he always possessed a strong personality and a determination to assert himself in the harsh art world. This is an educational lesson on transforming unique physical characteristics into a singular personal mark instead of feeling insecure. His life began with initial hardships, but soon became brilliant thanks to his passion for art and rare self-confidence to pursue Hollywood dreams. Emily Carter, a 21-year-old young woman from Essex, has overcome the immense challenges of Tourette syndrome through her powerful passion for music. Despite enduring a childhood marked by bullying and severe episodes that even required hospitalization, Emily found her light on the stage. When she begins to sing, her tics seem to fade away, making room for a clear, confident, and beautiful voice. Her journey from a shy child to a courageous performer is a powerful testament to the transformative strength of art, showing how passion can help people rise above physical challenges. Although his personal life faced many health challenges due to complications from dwarfism, Hervé Villechaize remained a great source of inspiration for resilience and courage. He lived a brilliant life under the spotlight, asserting his position as a true artist, rather than just being viewed through his different appearance. His story reminds us of the importance of self-acceptance and the relentless effort to shine in one's own way. Hervé left a valuable cultural legacy, encouraging everyone to overcome adversity and reach for meaningful achievements regardless of the obstacles. Currently residing in Jacksonville, Arkansas, Linda has proven all doubts wrong by becoming a talented designer with her own successful fashion brand. Her sophisticated designs not only celebrate beauty, but are also worn by high-profile stars on the red carpet, such as WNBA champion Candace Wiggins at the prestigious Golden Globes. Her journey from a burn victim to a fashion icon is an endless source of inspiration, affirming that talent and... We all like to believe that we are special and different. But when we look closely, most of us still fall within what society considers normal. The truth is that the world has never found it easy to accept appearances that seem unusual, and instead of responding with understanding, people often react with curiosity or even judgment. But between being slightly different and being so rare that it seems almost impossible, there is a line that can make you question everything you thought you knew. In today's video, we will explore 15 extraordinary people whose appearances and stories may leave you wondering, do they really exist? If you enjoy astonishing but completely true stories like these, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss our next fascinating video. Charlie Kate Adams is a well-known Australian social media personality who inspires others and has earned the affection of her online community by consistently spreading positive energy. She was born on March 20th, 1990, with achondroplasia, a condition that caused her to have an exceptionally small stature. Rather than allowing physical challenges to hold her back, Charlie has always maintained an optimistic attitude and shown remarkable strength in overcoming society's prejudices. Her life entered a brighter new chapter when she met Cullen Adams at a sporting event in Australia in 2012. Cullen is also a person of short stature due to another rare genetic condition affecting bone development. Their deep emotional connection brought them together, eventually leading to marriage and a shared desire to build a loving family of their own. Despite receiving cautious advice from medical professionals about potential genetic risks, the couple courageously continued pursuing their dream of becoming parents. Through boundless love and remarkable resilience, they welcomed three beautiful children into their family, Tilba Tully and Rip. Each child developed with distinct characteristics. The eldest inherited her mother's condition. The second inherited his father's, while the youngest grew at an average height. Through social media, Charlie regularly shares simple moments from her daily life and her family's meaningful journey of raising their children. Her honest stories have become a powerful source of inspiration, spreading messages of confidence and courage to millions of followers. Through her extraordinary determination, Charlie has shown that physical appearance can never limit a person's capacity to love or their right to pursue happiness. Manjeet Sangha is a 56-year-old former pharmacy worker from Birmingham who demonstrated extraordinary strength after suffering an extremely serious medical emergency. In July 2025, her life took a devastating turn when she developed sepsis after her pet dog accidentally licked a small scratch on her body. The severe infection caused Manjeet's condition to deteriorate rapidly, forcing her to undergo an extended period of intensive treatment in the ICU. To save her life as she stood on the brink of death, doctors were forced to make the difficult decision to perform major surgical procedures that resulted in the permanent loss of her limbs. However, after enduring immense physical pain and spending 32 long weeks in the hospital, Manjeet bravely overcame adversity and was finally discharged into the loving arms of her family. Although she must now adjust to an entirely different way of life, she continues to maintain a positive outlook and a strong determination to rebuild from the beginning. Her family and supporters are working together to raise funds for advanced rehabilitation equipment and state-of-the-art prosthetic limbs. By courageously sharing the true story of how a dog licking her wound led to this devastating medical emergency, Manjeet hopes to raise public awareness about the importance of protecting personal health and treating even minor injuries with care. Her journey is not only a powerful warning, but also an extraordinary source of inspiration, carrying a strong message about resilience, courage, and the will to rise again. Rochelle Friedman is a well-known American author and motivational speaker who has earned widespread admiration for her compassion and extraordinary resilience. In 2010, during her own bachelorette party, shortly before her wedding, an unexpected accident while she was joking around with friends by a swimming pool completely changed her life. The incident caused Rochelle to suffer a severe spinal cord injury, permanently leaving her unable to walk or move her body from the chest down. Rather than giving in to despair or blaming the friend involved, she chose forgiveness and courageously faced her new reality. The true love between Rochelle and her fiancé Chris Chapman shone brightly as he remained steadfastly by her side, and the couple celebrated their wedding in 2011. They later overcame physical challenges to build a happy home and welcomed their daughter Kaylee in 2015. Today, Rochelle actively uses social media and writes books to share meaningful moments from her everyday life as a mother. Her journey not only spreads a message of compassion, but also powerfully inspires others to face adversity with confidence and continue moving forward in life. If Rochelle's inspiring journey of love and resilience touched your heart, please like, subscribe, and share her story to give hope to others facing adversity. Arunima Sinha is a remarkable symbol of athletic courage and an unbreakable spirit that refuses to surrender in the face of life's harshest challenges. Born in India, she was once a promising national-level volleyball player with a bright future ahead of her. However, Her life changed dramatically in 2011, when a serious incident aboard a train caused her to permanently lose one of her legs. Faced with such a devastating blow, Arunima refused to sink into despair, and instead made a bold decision that would completely transform her life. She set herself the goal of conquering Mount Everest to prove to the world that physical limitations could never restrict the extraordinary strength of the human spirit. Under the dedicated guidance of her mentor, Bachendri Pal, the athlete persevered through an intensely demanding process of physical and mental training. Through relentless determination and the courage to push beyond every limit, Arunima Sinha officially made world history in May 2013. She became the first female amputee to reach the summit of the highest mountain on Earth, raising the flag of victory and delivering a priceless message about courage. She did not stop there. Arunima continued reaching for new horizons and successfully achieved her goal of climbing the highest peaks on all 7 continents. Her extraordinary efforts and contributions earned international recognition, and the Indian government honored her with the prestigious Padma Shri Award. Through her autobiography and motivational speeches, she continues to inspire millions of people to believe in their inner strength and overcome every obstacle. Arunima Sinha's remarkable rise from adversity will forever stand as a powerful example of how the seemingly impossible can be transformed into reality. The story now carries us into an arena of extraordinary achievement, where Tanni Grey-Thompson carved her name into history as an unbreakable symbol of global sport and human rights. Born with spina bifida and reliant on a wheelchair, she refused to accept a life defined by limitations. Instead, she surged forward, conquering one Paralympic milestone after another through sheer determination. Her resilience was forged not only through prestigious gold medals, but also tested to its limits when she confronted the darker side of social prejudice while embarking on a deeply meaningful new chapter in her life. During her pregnancy, she faced cruel waves of doubt and countless insensitive questions from narrow-minded people who questioned whether a woman with a physical disability was capable of raising a child. Rather than allowing those harmful judgments to overshadow the joy of motherhood, she held on to the pride and determination of a champion as she welcomed her baby daughter into a loving and protective home. Her courageous decision became a powerful lesson, breaking down invisible barriers and firmly affirming that the right to love and build a family is a sacred and inviolable right belonging to every woman. Her proud presence in everyday life, from the intensity of the racetrack to the peace of her family home, stands as a powerful declaration to the world about the true meaning of equality. She has gone far beyond being a devoted mother, becoming a strong beacon in the fight for the rights of society's most vulnerable people. Her story ignites a fierce spirit of resilience, urging communities to abandon outdated pity and replace it with genuine understanding. It proves that no wheelchair can ever confine a truly free spirit. At the age of 18, silence suddenly descended upon professional singer Mandy Harvey, taking away the vibrant world of sound she had always known. The invisible and devastating barrier seemed destined to bury a flourishing artistic talent forever. Yet that cruel adversity instead became a powerful force that shaped an unbreakable spirit. She refused to let silence define her fate, choosing instead to experience life through the purest sensations deep within her soul. From there, she awakened melodies that had been lying dormant, transforming profound pain into a strong foundation for the brilliant rebirth of something extraordinary. From the seemingly endless depths of absolute silence, Mandy Harvey's boundless energy and burning ambition erupted spectacularly on the world stage. With a natural gift that could not be extinguished and an iron will, she illuminated the entire America's Got Talent studio in 2017. The moment she received the coveted golden buzzer was not only a personal triumph, but also an enduring anthem celebrating the limitless strength of the human spirit. She stands as living proof of a timeless truth. When physical limitations arise, it is the supreme power of the mind and spirit that can guide us toward the highest peaks of achievement. Dana was born with a congenital limb deficiency, a condition that many might have seen as the end of any ambitious dreams before they even began. For Dana, however, hands and feet were never the only tools for exploring the world. Her greatest strengths were her mind and an endless sense of curiosity. She proved that a passion for learning can take a person farther than any set of footsteps by dedicating herself to her education and earning a university degree in business administration. A major turning point in Dana's life brought her to NASA, one of the world's leading space agencies, where she worked as a logistics and safety analyst. In an environment defined by strict standards and the need for absolute precision, Dana used her sharp intellect to contribute to missions of global significance. She was not simply working to earn a living, but also proving that people with disabilities can hold an important place in the highly demanding world of STEM. Dana Bowles is living proof that the power of the mind can help us reach for the stars, showing that a person's true value lies in what they contribute to the world, not in their physical appearance. Do you believe determination can overcome every physical limitation? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support our channel. Doctors immediately understood that they were facing an exceptionally rare case when Veronica Cominguez was born. Attached to her chest and abdomen was the partially developed body of a twin, a condition known as parasitic twinning that occurs in only a very small number of cases worldwide. This physical difference made Veronica's life far more challenging than that of most people, but it did not stop her from continuing to move forward. Over the years, her story has helped raise awareness of rare congenital conditions, while reminding others that compassion and respect matter far more than the differences visible to the human eye. Magali is an extraordinary young woman from Colombia who has battled progeria, a devastating condition that causes her body to age nearly 10 times faster than that of an average person. At the age of 15, Magali had the physical appearance of a 90-year-old woman with wrinkled skin and fragile health. Yet beneath her aged appearance was the heart of a teenage girl, filled with a deep desire to live, to be loved, and to celebrate a magnificent quinceañera, just like her friends of the same age. The moment Magali wore a flowing pink dress, had her makeup beautifully done, and smiled at her 15th birthday celebration, moved people around the world. It was more than just a party. It was a radiant victory over the grim medical predictions that she might not live beyond the age of 13. Magali taught us to appreciate every breath and every moment in the present. For her, each new day was a priceless gift to be embraced with all the brightness and joy in her heart. Although Magali is no longer with us, the memory of the young girl with extraordinary courage continues to shine as a source of warmth and hope. She never allowed her illness to define her life. Instead, she chose to define it through her smile and her dreams painted in shades of pink. Magali's story is a gentle reminder to those who become consumed by distant worries that life is ultimately made up of the moments we are living right now. It encourages us to cherish every heartbeat and to live each day with purpose, gratitude, and joy. Bowen Toomey's remarkable journey is a powerful testament to extraordinary resilience and the strength of a family's love. Born in Serbia with a congenital limb difference that left him without arms or legs, Bowen spent the early years of his life facing difficult circumstances in a local orphanage. His life changed when Devin and Jeremy Toomey, an American couple living in Idaho, discovered his photograph online. Feeling in their hearts that he was the missing piece of their family, they overcame geographical distance and a complicated adoption process to bring the young boy home. When Bowen first arrived at his new home in the United States, he faced major challenges with mobility and language because he had received limited interaction during his early childhood. However, with the unconditional love and limitless approach to parenting shown by his adoptive parents, he quickly began achieving remarkable things. Rather than protecting him too much, his family encouraged Bowen to challenge himself and take part in the same activities as his siblings. He learned to become more independent in daily life, began drawing, and developed a particularly strong passion for sports. With the support of specialized adaptive equipment, Bowen not only became a skilled swimmer, but also confidently took on physically demanding sports, such as skiing and snowboarding at resorts across Idaho. His journey of overcoming adversity spread a powerful sense of positivity, attracted international media attention, and gave him the opportunity to meet renowned motivational speaker Nick Vujicic. Bowen Toomey's story delivers a profound message. Physical limitations can never stop a soul that longs for freedom and is determined to keep moving forward. Ryan Niemiller was born in Indiana, United States, with a congenital disability affecting both of his arms. From an early age, he had to face a challenging life shaped by his physical differences. Rather than allowing insecurity to define him, Ryan chose to approach life with optimism and soon revealed a natural gift for humor. After graduating with a degree in theater arts from Indiana State University, he decided to pursue a professional career in stand-up comedy, a field that demands courage, confidence, and a strong ability to connect with audiences. Ryan's career journey began on small stages, where he learned to turn difficult experiences and the curious looks of others into charming material for his performances. He skillfully wove his personal story into deeply human comedy routines, helping audiences approach the subject of disability in a light and natural way. Through persistence, he gradually earned a solid place in the hearts of the public, one performance at a time. The biggest turning point in Ryan's life came in 2019 when he competed on season 14 of America's Got Talent. With smart performances, sharp improvisation, and positive energy, he completely won over the judges and millions of television viewers. His impressive third-place finish on such a major stage officially brought his name into the global spotlight. Ryan Niemiller's breakout success opened the door to national tours, appearances on major shows, and opportunities in film projects. Beyond simply bringing people laughter, he also became a powerful source of inspiration, actively using his voice to raise public awareness and break down social barriers. Ryan's journey proves that physical differences cannot limit a person's passion or their determination to rise above life's challenges. The life journey of legendary Mexican swimmer José Arnulfo Castorena Vélez is an extraordinary story of determination and an unbreakable sporting spirit. Born in Guadalajara in 1978 with congenital disabilities affecting his legs and left arm, Castorena endured an extremely difficult childhood. He lost his mother at an early age, grew up without his father's care, and later lost the grandmother who had raised him while he was still young. Despite facing major physical and personal hardships, his life began to change when he was introduced to swimming at a religious school at the age of 6. Although everyday life presented countless challenges, the swimming pool became the place where he discovered freedom, purpose, and a true sense of belonging. He spent decades training relentlessly, enduring physical pain and overcoming doubt to win numerous gold medals for his country. For him, swimming was more than a sport. It was his lifeblood, and a way to prove that legs are not the only path to success. José swam with all his heart and with immense national pride, transforming adversity into the motivation to triumph. Through unwavering dedication and constant training, Castorena rose to the highest level of international competition when he won his first Paralympic gold medal in the men's 50-meter breaststroke SB2 at the Sydney 2000 Paralympic Games. This historic achievement marked the beginning of an extraordinary athletic career that would span more than 2 decades. Castorena continued to establish his dominance by winning gold medals at the Athens 2004, Tokyo 2020, and most recently the Paris 2024 Paralympic Games. With multiple Paralympic gold medals and numerous World Championship titles, José Arnulfo Castorena has become not only a source of immense pride for Mexican sports, but also a powerful symbol of inspiration for people with disabilities around the world. His journey demonstrates the strength of perseverance in overcoming adversity. Standing on the podium with a satisfied smile, José Arnulfo Castorena reminds us that the only true limits are the ones we place upon ourselves. Born with an enormously enlarged right arm that left doctors puzzled, Malik Aftab, a 26-year-old man from Ghazipur, India, has an exceptionally unusual story. His arm has grown disproportionately compared with the rest of his body and now weighs around 9 kilograms, roughly the weight of 3 bricks. Although he has not received an official diagnosis, the condition is believed to resemble Proteus syndrome, a rare genetic disorder that causes excessive growth of the bones and tissues in the limbs and has been documented only about 200 times in medical literature. The disorder can also lead to serious complications involving blood vessels, tumor development, and internal organs such as the lungs. Since childhood, Malik has visited numerous doctors, but his family can no longer afford treatment for the affected limb. The immense weight of his arm causes constant pain and exhaustion, while also forcing him to endure frequent rejection and uncomfortable reactions from strangers. Despite these challenges, Malik has bravely accepted his condition and transformed his physical difference into something positive. By confidently sharing his daily life, he quickly became an inspirational social media figure, attracting 194,000 followers on Instagram. His journey is living proof that we can transform obstacles into strength and use them as a source of power to shine. Clara Beatty lives with Treacher-Collins syndrome, a rare genetic condition that affects facial development. From an early age, she became familiar with medical appointments, treatment procedures, and curious questions from the people around her. Although she sometimes felt different, Clara always received love and encouragement from her family. They helped her understand that physical appearance could never determine a person's worth. With that support, Clara gradually built her confidence, learned to accept herself, and faced the challenges of her early life with optimism. As Clara grew older, she began to understand that curious stares often came from a lack of awareness. Rather than remaining silent or avoiding others, she chose to speak more openly about her condition. Clara calmly explained her differences connected with people and refused to let her appearance interfere with her education or friendships. Each experience helped her become more mature, resilient, and confident in herself. She wanted others to see the personality, kindness, and determination behind her appearance. That positive attitude allowed Clara to transform difficulties into motivation and continue moving forward. Over time, Clara's story has become a source of encouragement for many families raising children with rare conditions. She has shown that confidence is built through love, patience, and the journey of self-acceptance. Clara does not want to be seen with pity, but with respect and understanding. What part of Clara's journey left the biggest impression on you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share this video, and subscribe to our channel to support us in bringing you more inspiring stories. Tisha Unarmed, whose real name is Tisha Shelton, is a highly inspiring content creator best known for her presence on YouTube. Born without both arms, she faced countless obstacles and everyday challenges from an early age. However, through remarkable determination and an admirable positive attitude, Tisha refused to surrender to adversity. She trained her feet to develop extraordinary coordination and skill, allowing them to fully take on the role of hands. As a result, she can independently handle daily activities, such as getting dressed, applying makeup, cooking, and even driving a car. Driven by a desire to challenge misconceptions about physical disabilities, Tisha created her own YouTube channel to share simple moments from her everyday life. Through honest, relatable videos and her warm sense of humor, she quickly connected with audiences and inspired millions of viewers around the world. Tisha Unarmed's remarkable journey is a beautiful reminder that a love for life and the courage to embrace every challenge can empower us to break through even the greatest limitations. Maysoon Zayed is a Palestinian-American actress, stand-up comedian, and social activist who has inspired millions of people around the world. From the moment she was born in 1974, Maysoon faced an enormous challenge after developing cerebral palsy as the result of a medical complication. The condition causes frequent involuntary movements, difficulty controlling her muscles, and significant challenges with balance and physical coordination. Rather than allowing her physical differences to become obstacles to success, she chose to live a life filled with passion, confidence, and laughter. Family played an essential role in Maysoon's development, giving her the emotional foundation and confidence to step into the world. Her father in particular constantly encouraged her to keep trying, patiently taught her how to walk, and helped her believe in her own limitless potential. With that unwavering support and unconditional love, Maysoon pursued her passion for the performing arts and graduated from Arizona State University with a degree in acting. When Maysoon first entered the entertainment industry, she quickly encountered Hollywood's rigid standards and persistent stereotypes surrounding performers with disabilities. Rather than becoming discouraged as opportunities began to disappear, she chose to create a stage of her own by turning to stand-up comedy. Her natural charm, intelligent sense of humor, and ability to joke openly about her own physical condition soon won over audiences and helped her build a powerful connection with people from many different backgrounds. On stage, Maysoon transforms her personal challenges into witty stories that not only make audiences laugh, but also help them better understand the everyday experiences of people with disabilities. Together with fellow artists, she helped create meaningful performance spaces that celebrate cultural diversity and give other performers opportunities to shine. Her name gained international recognition after her memorable 2013 TED Talk, delivered with remarkable confidence and a humorously titled presentation. The video of her inspiring speech went on to attract tens of millions of views online, becoming one of the most widely appreciated TED Talks of all time. Beyond her successful artistic career and remarkable achievements on stage, Maysoon Zayed has devoted considerable time and energy to charitable work that supports communities in need. She regularly helps organize arts programs for children with disabilities, orphans, and young people facing difficult circumstances in her homeland, giving them opportunities to discover joy and hope. Through the warm laughter and thoughtful humor she shares, audiences around the world have learned an invaluable lesson about self-acceptance and self-love. Maysoon Zayed's inspiring life will continue to shine like a bright torch, offering confidence and strength to those still searching for genuine happiness. As we conclude today's journey through 15 extraordinary stories, we have not only witnessed the limits of medicine being challenged, but also felt the boundless strength of the human spirit. These remarkable individuals have shown that adversity and physical differences are never the end of the road. Instead, they can become the foundation for building meaningful lives and inspiring millions of people around the world. If their courage and determination moved you, please remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below.